This is the week of August 17, 2015. The dominating character week will be brought to light by the presence of the conjunction of Jupiter, Venus, Mars, and the Sun. The triggers for this type of action will most likely come from retrograde Venus, whose influence forces us to revisit older themes, rehashing them. The specifics of that theme will depend largely on your own personal chart. The best way to understand Venus retrograde is the appearance of old projects, old friends, and old lovers who have not been resolved. Like a flash from the past, these old topics resurface and may require our attention. Resolution is the key word here. Fortunately, we have an array of powerful allies who can muster the wherewithal to address these heavy topics. When we look to the world stage, we can see topics coming to a head that require action. The influence of Mars arrives in time to force that action and kick the ball down the road. In the United States, we see a major resolution coming to vote as both the Senate and the House wrestle with the Iran nuclear proposition. While it may not be the ideal treaty, it may hold merit for the limits it puts in place. Considering the other options we may face, this appears to be the best alternative, the lesser of many evils. Rather than rush towards another costly war, we see diplomacy as the best path forward. May the sun shine its bright light and bring proposals to fruition while this window of opportunity remains open. Of course, getting to any point of compromise at this stage of the game may be exasperating for many. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, will stand in direct square to the onerous and responsible Saturn. This may present a long, drawn-out standoff between opposing views. However, regardless of where the action may be occurring in your personal sphere, expect to see this as a necessary, yet perhaps somewhat aggravating dialogue. The problems that may appear as a slam-dunk solutions that have great potential. However, with that potential comes limitations, and that may be the single most dominating crux of the matter. We see the solution, and yet we are bound by some sort of lingering quirk. As mentioned a few weeks back, this may appear to be a sort of a push me, pull you kind of dilemma, where we see a hand reaching out to pull us through and resolve the problem, but the carousel keeps spinning around that we're on, and we are unable to grab that hand or the brass ring. The good news comes in the form of persistence. If we are tenacious and do not fall victim to the repeated misses, we can succeed and claim victory despite the hardships in place. Unlike Sisyphus, we do actually push the stone up the hill, but not without effort. Where is this happening in your individual chart, in your individual life, in your individual drama? Listen each week to Turning of the Wheel podcast on iTunes. Great guests, interesting information, good topics. You can write to me for a reading at chris@chrisflisher.com or call me 978-393-1036. My website is turningofthewheel.com and turningofthewheel.tv or chrisflisher.com. If you feel so inclined, throw $1 or $2 in the tip jar and let's keep this camera rolling, okay? And I'll talk to you all next week. Take care.